Tim Watkins. I work for the Wills Group, located in Lopelita, Maryland. I've been with the Wills Group 6 years. Been pricing fuel at the Wills Group for a little over 2 years. I think it's the interface that we have. It's knowing that when we do change those prices, we've got our margin data, we've got our fuel sales data, and we can make good sound decisions. So I would say the sales data coming in, as far as the pricing data coming in, for the competitors is paramount. The margin data, and then our volumes. Being able to look at that and say, if our volumes aren't performing, is it due to us not being competitive? And then being able to make those adjustments as needed. It just, we just upgraded, so we were on an older version, so we actually moved current more versions. We're actually able to use more features that we didn't have before, so that's helped out a lot. The strategies, they work well. There's some features I think as Price Advantage moves forward that they're going to enhance. But yeah, I think all in all, the strategies, they do work. It gives me the suggested price. If you don't feel like pricing that, if you don't agree with that, you don't have to move the price. Price points. Been asking for price points for over 2 years. So really excited to have price points because it's, nobody wants to price on a zero. Right. I think from the very beginning, they at least listened, and they were like, okay, we're going to put that on the roadmap. And it's like, and now it's here. So now it's up to us to upgrade to be able to utilize it. This is my first time. It's been really good. It's good to interact with, peers in the industry, kind of hear where they are. Sometimes it's like, are we on an island? Is it just us that, can't figure some things out? And it's like, no. So it's good collaboration. I would say a lot of times I'm talking to other pricing companies. So it's very similar, but I think this one is very focused just on pricing. So a lot of times when I go to other events, it's, now it's fuel supply. Now it is, there's a lot of different, a lot of things tugging at you at one point in time. So I looked at market share a couple years ago, and when it was in, when you had the separate silo for that and a separate, interface, trying to work between the two interfaces I thought was clunky. Now that it's in one interface, definitely going to take another look at it. Yeah, no, we submit the questions, so we'll email. I would say I usually get an answer back in a couple hours. Or we set up a conference, and then we'll screen share. And it's like, they'll even go down to the minutia of showing us exactly what we need to do. It's getting more competitive all the time. We're all trying to eke out efficiencies. It's do more with less. So how do we have less people, doing the same amount of work? And I think, Price Advantage is going to be able to help us with that.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. It was good.